everybody? Welcome to Level and Diecast, doing something we don't do very often. We are going to unbox a Hot Wheels basic case. 72 cases, 72 pieces in the case. This is the E-case for 2025. We're also going to crack open a bunch of cars out of here. It's a little bit big for the studio. You know, unboxing Matchbox cases is one thing, but Hot Wheels cases are just, they're huge. So we're just gonna make this work. I do like to switch things up every once in a while. I think I've only ever done one or two Hot Wheels case unboxings before, so this will be a new endeavor. So what we'll do is we'll slide the bottom flap underneath. Oof. Ooh-wee. It is super tight. It's super tight in here. So try to get some light in there. I do apologize that we're going to make this work as we go. Start this from the top. First one right here is, of course, the Power Rocket. That is a casting I do collect. It's been modified from the original version that came out many years ago. But we're going to take a look at that one. That one's definitely one we're going to crack open. We're going to set that to the left. Futurismo. This one looks pretty cool. This one in silver with some Aeroblade wheels. I think I'm going to crack that one open as well because that one looks pretty cool. Very cool here. This is the 2023 Ram 1500 in black. Very cool. Looking very cool. Hot Wheels reverse rake, by the way. So it's always been, you know, made with the reverse rake. It's hilarious that they give it its own theme song or theme area now. Doing it up. This one, we don't collect this casting, so we're probably not going to crack this one open, but that one is here in the mix. We'll set that to the right since that was probably a no-go. This one is a good go. This is Kit, Hot Wheels Screen Time with the flames on it. Looks pretty good. Kind of an interesting take on it. You know, Hot Wheels is trying to do what they can to mix up these, you know, themed cars that, you know, they're just having a struggle time with. The 76 Chevy Chevette, this one in yellow for NHRA. Not one that we do here, but it looks okay. Looks okay. It's not too fancy. The Carter looks pretty good though, so we'll set that one to the right. The Cruise Bruiser looks pretty good. This was a Super at one point in time, way back in the day. Another Hot Wheels reverse rake. This one makes sense. This one is, you know, a demo derby wagon. Looks pretty good. But definitely not one that we do here. This is definitely one that we do here. 99 Ford F-150 SPT Lightning. There is the deco on the side, looking pretty decent. There's the Carter, looking pretty decent. I do apologize for the glare. We're going to put that on left because we're going to open it just because it's just so close up to the camera. Hako Type D. Some of these models are carried over from C and D cases. Clearly, they're not all new for the E-case, but we're going to be cracking open tons of models because this is basically two assortments worth of cars. Next one up, 70 Plymouth Superbird. This is for Hot Wheels art cars. Looks really nice. I like the white wheels in the back, red ones in the front. Looking pretty good. That letter is O on there. So I don't know if that's the first debut of this year or if that's a recolor. Stock car. This is for X Racers. Looks okay. Another model we don't really do anything with. We don't really do anything with X Racers here on the channel, but it's an alright model. We'll stick that to the right. The not good pile, I guess you can say. TV series Batmobile. This one in kind of a lightish blue, kind of a bluish gray. Or of course Batman series. Another one that we're not gonna crack open. We just don't do everything. Alright, this one definitely going to crack open. This is probably the best deco they've done of this one so far. Mazda AutoZam. This one in kind of a military tan color. Looking very cool. The card art is ridiculously cool. So we're going to set that one to the right. We're going to crack that one open. Another one up right here, Later Crater. We're going to crack this guy open. This is a casting that we collect. Hot Wheels reverse rake. I think it's kind of a little bit of an optical illusion. I don't think it's necessarily reverse rake, but we'll give it to him. We'll let that one slide. Next one up, the 15 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Latest one for this, the latest deco for this model. This is for Compact Kings. So we're going to crack that one open. Definitely one that we are collecting here on the channel. So set that one to the left as well. You get two F-150s in there, so that's really, really nice. We'll set that one to the right. That one will be desirable. Very, very cool here. Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. This is the new color for this one. For Hot Wheels Race Day, definitely going to crack that one open. Very interesting color combination. I like it. Gives it some old school flavor to it, which is pretty cool. This is a brand spanking new casting for 2025. This is called the Slide Burn. Since this is a brand new casting, we'll crack this open. Hot Wheels Dream Garage. So we'll crack it open just because it's new. Just because it's the newy new. Got a second Dune Up. So we'll set that guy to the right. Not that great to get a second one of those. Very, very nice right here. 71 Lamborghini Mira SV. I'm going to crack that guy open for sure. Hot Wheels 70s versus 90s. Very, very cool. So this will probably go up against the Countach or something to that effect. Deco on the back looks really, really nice. Like the red and gold two-tone to that one. Next one up, Toyota GR86 Cup. This is the newest color. Looking pretty good for Compact Kings. So we're going to crack that one open. I think this one actually debuted probably around the C case. Probably. Would be my assumption on that one. All right, brand spanking new casting. Gordon Murray Automotive T33. So they've done two Gordon Murray cars. This one looks really, really good. Look at the details on the back of that one. So we're going to crack that guy open for sure. There's the card art. Brand spanking new for 2025. Newest color for the Range Rover Velar. I'm not really sure what the deal is with putting 68 on the door, but they did. So it is what it is. Then and now, of course. So there'll be a then one eventually. The Chevy Blazer 4x4, definitely one we're going to crack open as well. So it's going to keep on rolling. Put that one to the right. That casting's been around for a very, very long time. The RD06, just a fantasy casting. Hot Wheels designed by. Got some 8 X-Racer vibes to it. So put that one in the reject pile. We get a second Plymouth Superbird, so we'll put that in the other pile as well. A second Porsche. Really good to see 2 Porsches in there, so we'll put that in the second pile as well. The newest color for Max Steel. This one is number 38 on the side. 674 cubic inches. I think is what it says on there. So huge old big block in there. It says Edelbrock on the side. I do like this casting a lot. There's no driver in the casting, but it looks okay. Set that one to the side. Next one up. This is the Slide Kick. It's an interesting model. We're going to crack this open. I have a couple of these. I'm not particularly chasing this one per se, but it's okay. It doesn't actually have... Oh, maybe it does have an extra feature. We'll see if that actually slides out or not, which will be rather interesting if it does. Next one up right here is the Skull Shaker, and of course the little guy in there does shake around as you roll it around. Of course, it's basically a tuned bone shaker for Xpera Motors. So put that in the reject pile. Definitely not going to crack that guy open. Very, very cool. Very, very cool to see the mid-mill coming back for Rod Squad. I just recently picked up a couple of the newest first editions of these all the way back in 2010. So we're going to crack this one open, add that to the, basically now growing collection, I guess. The Model S Plaid. This is the newest color for the Model S Plaid. We've seen blue and a burgundy color. Now it is in white. This is probably a much, much more appealing color just because you can see all the details of the casting. You know, those two, the blue and the red kind of just soak up everything with the casting because it's small. This one looks the same because we've already seen this one. So we're going to put this one in the rejects pile just because it's an extra one. Next one up, newest color for the Koenigsegg Jesko in yellow. So this guy just continues to get recolors. I do like the PR5s that are on there. The PR5s look pretty good. So put that in the crack open pile, which is starting to get quite large. The 67 Ford Mustang in white, dual white stripes, has Hot Wheels on the side. We're going to put this in the reject pile for then and now. Definitely not one we're going to crack. There, of course, is your regular treasure hunt. There's the treasure hunt logo in the back. This is your regular treasure hunt. This is the Rig Storm. which is a meh casting. So we're going to put this to the side. We're not going to crack this one open either. Not a big fan of that one particularly. It's not horrific, but it's not great either. So we'll get the separator out of here. Set the separator down. We will go ahead and pull from the top. There is our long block. That is the newest color for the long block. Looks super, super cool. Hot Wheels Art Cars. The blue is crazy, but that is plastic. So it's not paint. That's just the color of the plastic. That looks really, really good though. I like the wheels and everything. So we'll put that in the crack open pile. This is another Ram 1500. So we'll put that in the opposite pile since we've already seen one of those. Next one up in here, if we can get it out the top. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this one is hot right now. This is the Tesla Cyber Quad. This is brand new for 2025. This thing is just crazy, crazy, crazy popular right now. I don't know why. It's probably just because it's a Tesla. I mean, it's just a quad. I mean, there's really nothing fancy to it, but again, it's a Tesla, so it's the hot thing. Everybody's going crazy for it. A new color for the 74 Brazilian Dodge Charger. Yes, I am a Mopar guy, but I don't collect this casting. I don't collect too many Hot Wheels Mopar mainlines because they're just not all that great, to be honest with you. Well, that's unfortunate. This would have been the Super for this case here. The E case, the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. So this is just the regular one. Unfortunately, no treasure hunt in this case for me, which is a big, big bummer. But this would be your Mix E Super, being the Aston Martin. We're definitely going to crack that one open. I really was hoping I'd get a Super because I would love to crack open the Super on the channel, but no Super. Another MX-5 Miata. We'll put that to the side. Another stock car. Move that guy to the side. Just keep it rolling. This is the newest color for the Chevy Super Volt. It used to just be called the Chevy Volt. Now they call it a Super Volt. The deco on the side looks pretty cool, but not a casting we do here. So it's kind of like a drag EV, which is weird. It has a giant electric motor in there. So we'll put that in the reject pile. This is the Super Treasure Hunt for the C case, I think. Might have been the D case. C or D case would have been the Super Treasure Hunt for this one. This is just the mainline. This is your 75 Datsun Sunny. Of course, just the regular with the 3 spokes. We'll crack that one open because I don't have that one. Haven't found that one yet. Next one up, the newest color for the Silverado EV RST. So we're going to crack that one open. I think it looks really, really good in the kind of a primer gray kind of color for, of course, Hot Wheels EV. A second Cruise Boulevard, Cruise Bruiser, I should say. We'll put that to the side. A second Lamborghini Mira. So we will put that to the right side. Next one up, this is the newest color for the Sushi Tuner. This one in orange. So not sure what kind of sushi that's supposed to be, but it's cool. It's cool. We're going to crack that open for sure because I like that casting. I like the weird stuff. You know, we like weird stuff here on the channel. 58 Chevy Impala. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Nothing that I would particularly enjoy or collect or anything like that, but it does look good. Car looks pretty good as well. Put that in the reject pile. Second Silverado EV. Set that guy to the side since we got a duplicate. There is the newest color for Flippin' Fast. This is, of course, the fidget spinner. We'll crack that open. We'll take a look at that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how that fidget spinner works, but we'll crack it open anyways. Another GR86 cup. Oops, sorry about that. Put that to the side. Another Blazer. We'll put the Blazer to the side. And then next up here. Oh, yeah, check that out. The Williams Racing F1. Man, that looks so much better than the Red Bull. So much better than the Red Bull. Look how good that looks. Oh, it looks so good. I like that they're printing it on the back as well, the name of the driver team. So you know we're going to crack that one open. Really excited about that one. That was really, really good. I forgot that was in this case. This is the newest one for Ain't Fair. It actually says Ain't Fair on the side in graffiti. Really, 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 really cool tampos. I really like this casting. A slammed bus. I mean, give it to Hot Wheels. Give it to Hot Wheels. Do something ridiculous like a slammed bus. This is the newest color for the 21 Ford Bronco. The first color this year was a gray, same deco. now in orange with that deco. This one definitely looks better than the gray, shockingly. So we're going to crack that one open. So we have just a huge amount of cars we're going to be cracking open. There is a duplicate of Slide Burn. We'll set that guy out there. A duplicate of the Chevette. We'll set that one out there. Next one up here, this is the TV series Batmobile. We'll set that one up there. We saw that already. We also saw this guy, another Ain't Fair. Set that up there. Another long block. Set that up there. I think we're probably going to be out of individuals. Another SVT. So there's three SVTs in this case. Next one up, the Datsun Sunny. We saw that one. Set that to the side. Another Gordon Murray Automotive T33. Set that to the side as well. We'll finally get down to something different. Drift Ender for 2025. Brand spanking new. Of course, in case you didn't see or recognize exactly what this is a slammed custom drift Land Rover Defender 90. I don't think it's licensed. I don't think it's licensed to be a Land Rover Defender, but that's exactly what it is. This is a Defender 90. Of course, they got some UK style police deco on there, which I think is hilarious. So pretty good job there for Hot Wheels. Wow, we have not seen this casting for a very, very long time. This says 2015, but the original version of this casting dates way back to, like, I want to say 1998. As far as I think the very first deco that debuted on this casting, the original version of this casting, was actually one of Mike Arolda's first decos, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, please drop a comment, but I'm fairly certain that's what that is. We're going to crack this open for sure. This is for Compact Kings. Put that in the good pile. Grab a couple of models here. Of course, the Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar, one of my favorite Hot Wheels that they currently make. This is the newest color in yellow. So I think I've seen this one on the page, but I don't know if I've cracked one open. So we're going to crack it open now. We'll set that down. Another Brazilian Dodge Charger. And then the very last little bit in the mix here. Of course, we have the Roadster. This was a Super a couple years ago. So we're going to crack that one open. I like that casting. Of course, we have the Civic Type R. Not a big Honda guy or JDM guy, so we're not going to crack that one open. But we'll put that in the rejects pile to the right side. And then the very last one I have in here is the 91 GMC Cyclone in its very, very 90s deco theme, which looks really, really good. So we're going to crack that one open for sure. So let's get the studio reset and let's start cracking cars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we got reset, let's just get into this and start cracking. We do have ourselves our 2023 Dodge Ram. Crack this guy right open for Hot Wheels reverse rake. There is the deco on the side. Looks pretty decent. Nothing particularly fancy, but I do like this casting a lot. I think they did a pretty good job on it. There's details on the front. Looks pretty good. No rear tempo prints on it, but it does have some taillight prints on there, which looks pretty decent. And I just like the overall kind of black motif to it. We'll set that guy right there. All right, next one up, of course, is going to be our Futurismo. This is an interesting looking casting. It's obviously not new, but I figured I'd crack it open anyways just because it looks interesting. It's got some kind of, futuristic kind of cyber print on there. I do like the, number print on there. It looks pretty good. There's a like center driving position in it. I don't have any of these castings, so I don't really know too much about this car in particular, but it's cool. I think the aero blades look pretty good on it as well, so throw that guy right there. I would say that previous decos of that probably weren't great because I may have noticed that at some other point in time. Power Rocket, again, this casting's been around for a very long time. I believe it was a 95 or 96 new model. That's how long this casting's been around. So nice to see they're still using it. It's been modified a few times here and there. See, it says 95 and 17. It was modified in 2017. This used to be an opening piece right here. The cockpit used to open up, and there also used to be a separation between these two wings, but now they are connected at the top. But it's all right. It definitely gives off X-Racer vibes, but I've been collecting this casting for a very long time. I have like, 30-something different variations of it between colors and wheels and all that good stuff like that. So lots of stuff. Brand new for 2025 Hako Type D. It's kind of a Trueno, kind of a futuristic looking Trueno for Hot Wheels J Imports. So crack this one open. I'm digging the yellow window on there. Looks good. Uses the 3 spokes. Some Japanese lettering on there as well. I think the 3 spokes look especially nice. Base deets right here. There is your Type D. It's a pretty cool casting. So the window's closed on this side, but the window's cracked open on this side. I like that they're doing that. Just kind of switching things up. Floating roof. There's no A-pillars. That's all made with the window. It's kind of hard to see, and there's a couple of tanks in the passenger area. And then just some details on the front. Looking average. The card art looked a little bit better just because it has a little bit more detail to it, clearly. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for a new casting, and it's a pretty decently sized casting as well. It's not small or nothing like that. All right, 99 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning, or Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. There is the deco on the side. Leeway's fishing guide. It's kind of cool. Feel like there's something to that. I feel like there's something familiar about that I'm not grasping. You gotta drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what I'm missing here. Lightning there on the side. Really happy that it gets print on the front. The headlight print looks good. It looks really, really good. Uses just the standard 5 spokes. I really like this casting. I think Hot Wheels did such a good job with that casting. Even the premium one is really good too. All right, kit. The latest kit from Hot Wheels Screen Time with some flames on it. It doesn't surprise me that Hot Wheels put some flames on it. Although it doesn't fit the motif, but I understand why they did it. You know, they're really milking these castings. I mean, when you're making a casting based on a real, like, replica one of one, you're kind of stuck. So it does have a little red in there for the kit, but other than that, it's just regular. It's just a regular one. Everybody who's collected Hot Wheels for a really long time has seen that particular Firebird a bajillions of times. All right, here's a really nice one. Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. This is the newest color. I believe this is the 3rd color we are seeing of this particular casting. I like this one in particular because it feels very era specific. Feels very period correct. Uses the Steely wheels, which I think works good for this casting. It's a bit of a smaller casting. Lensed headlights in the front, says Porsche on there. Really, really digging the canary and white kind of spread there. That is part of the interior there with the little exhaust pieces out the back. So it's a pretty good one. I'll just set that guy right. Cha. All right, brand spanking new for 2025 Slide Burn. Brand new casting for Hot Wheels Dream Garage. Slide Burn. It's got a little bit of black print there on this top with a gray striping in the middle. It's got engine detail in there. Nothing in particular that looks necessarily like you could pretty much tell what it is. I mean, maybe this might be an intake manifold. Maybe that's an old school like air cleaner cover. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm not really sure exactly what that's supposed to be. Of course, you have your intake spot there. Details on the front, though that chrome interior is carried into the little bit in the front. Uses the, whatever you call this wheel. It's not a 5-spoke. It's a concave or something like that. This is an interesting model. There's a little bit of print on the back for the louvers, and then some details on the back as well. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a 70s, got some 70s vibe to it. Maybe some baritone or some Pininfarina style, you know, hunch and rake in the back here. It's kind of an interesting model. I can tell you right now, I highly doubt that I'm going to collect that model religiously. That'll probably be a model that if it comes out in a good deco, I'll probably collect it. All right, 15 Mazda MX-5 Miata for Compact Kings. This casting is several years old. As a matter of fact, it is 10 years old now. This one's really nice, though. This is the, what is this, NC. I think this is the NC Miata. With the wing on the back, with the roll bar in there. I've always liked this casting. I think they did a really good job. They definitely, you know, captured the charm of it. And, of course, just having the open top with the bar looks really, really good. Wing out the back. I think that's always been a good touch to it with the diffuser. This particular deco is pretty average. Just says Mazda 15 on there because it's 2015 Mazda. So nothing fancy with it. So we'll just set that guy right up. Chia. Later Crater. This is generic. This is probably the third deco for this one. I think it's the second deco of the year for this one as well. Just in red with the giant aero blades, the biggest version of the aero blades they make. It is a plastic body with a metal base. The base is like a wrinkle gray. It's really, really, really nice. Really nice. It's got some nice texture to it too. But just futuristic off-road. Yeah. Really nothing to celebrate. I do like that casting though. It looks pretty decent. I think that might be a chase piece in the upcoming anniversary series. 1975 Datsun Sunny pickup. Again, a super treasure hunt for this year. I think it was it's the C or D case. It's one of the two, clearly. This one looks pretty good. Just a little bit of print on the front for the headlights. Details on the side look nice. I think this looks particularly nice with the 3 spokes. I think they fit this truck very, very well. A little bit of detail in the back there. There's like a little piece of luggage and maybe a yoga mat or something like that. And maybe a very small sleeping bag. But pretty average model here. We'll put him like right there. Kind of mixing things up. Kind of messed up the studio a little bit, getting that huge case in there. Silverado EV RST. This one in a primer gray color. They've done front and rear tampos, and of course it says Silverado on the side. The E should have been blue. I'm not really sure why the E is not blue. It's in black. And then there is your details on the front. RST, meaning this is the top of the line trim. Taillight prints on the side. You can sort of see them from the back, but they're really meant for the side. I'm really disappointed that the E is not blue, but it's still pretty cool. Always weird that they put surfboards in the back. I don't know. Hotwheels is always trying to act like they're like super, super cool like that, and they're just kind of regular. Newest color for 21 Ford Bronco in orange. Like I said, we've seen this one in this deco, just with a different base color. This kind of futuristic, kind of squiggly lines and blocks and stuff. Says number 2 on the side. Bronco. Looks good. Is that embossed in the back? No, it's not embossed. I thought it might be embossed. I thought it might actually say Bronco on there. Get his big wide tires in there. Speaking of big old wide tires, the Auto Zam, the Mazda Auto Zam, which I'm pretty sure they had to make a new blister just to fit this thing. This is the best deco so far. The best deco by far. Details on the front look good. Has print all the way around the front. There's, of course, the mouth on there. Uses the largest wheel that I think they use for the Mainline by far. Just such a huge, huge wheel. No taillight prints or anything on this one. But a lot of good details to it. Even has a little tow hitch area in the back, even though you can't hook a tow hitch to it. But it looks good. I'm put him just right there since he's huge. He's a huge model. Toyota GR86 Cup for Compact Kings. Latest color for this guy right here. Of course, it says HWRT. Sparkle on the side, number 16 for Hotwheels graphics. There's no prints on the back. The wing, of course, is metal. And, of course, it's got an integrated roll bar. Prints on the front look pretty good. Has some headlight print on there. Doesn't particularly look like a Toyota GR86, but at least they're on there. But we'll take that. And then, of course, this uses the 10-spoke wheel. So it's not too bad. It debuted, I think, in kind of a baby blue color. I think that's the second color, just the second color we're getting for that particular one. All right, 71 Lamborghini Miura SV, 70s versus 90s. Probably one of the better color combinations to put together. The red on gold. Of course, this is a gold, but it's kind of a dull gold for the interior. You can see where the interior bits kind of spread out to the model itself. A little bit of print on the side as well. Looking very, very nice. Prints on the front look exceptionally well. Really, really good prints on this particular one. And it even gets full prints in the back. Of course, it is the Miura SV, P400 SV to be exact. And of course, the wider tires in the back. It is, of course, made for track use, just because it's got, you know, plenty of approach and departure angles to it. All right, the Drift Ender, brand spanking new for 2025. Pretty excited about this casting. I think this is super cool. It says to protect and to protect and to sideways. To protect to be sideways, maybe? It still looks good. I particularly like the purple print for the arrow blade wheels. I think that looks really, really good. Of course, you can see a couple of turbos sticking out of the hood. It is number 25. It says CC on the top. Not exactly sure what the CC stand for, but somebody can let me know. And then you can see into the back of the model a little bit of kind of bodywork and stuff in there with a ridiculous diffuser on the back. This is pretty cool. It's actually quite wide. It's quite a wide casting. And of course, the X'd out headlight on there. Actually pretty cool. That's actually really, really cool. I actually really like that casting quite a bit. All right, Max Steel. We're about halfway through, I think. So, newest stuff for Max Steel. I know it's a crazy long video, but sometimes it be that way. Edelbrock on there looks pretty good. Hot Wheels 200 mile per hour crew. I like this casting. I really do. I think they did a great job. I just, I just want them to just keep coming out with more and more decos. Although I would like to see this in premium at one point in time. I know it's never going to happen, but this would be cool if it was another like drag strip demons kind of thing, and they did some crazy T-buckets or something like that as a drag model, which would be pretty cool in my opinion. Chevy Blazer 4x4. This casting's been around since the blue card era. I don't know if this one will have the original date on here. It does, 1983. And of course, it was retooled in 2015. This original model had opening doors. It also had a metal base. It was actually a really, really nice model. This has since been retooled. They added the luggage rack up here as part of the window. The original version had lights up here as well. They weren't meant to be like emergency lights, more like KC style lights, off-road lights and stuff like that. It says 404. Maybe there's an error with this model, so it's called 404. Page not found. Motul on the side. Bilstein uses the bigger off-road wheel. It's been around forever. A little bit of Chevy embossment on the back, but it's okay. It's okay. It's obviously a first generation regular Blazer, not like the Cape Vibe Blazer, but the first generation smaller Blazer. All right, Range Rover Velar. We haven't seen this casting for a little bit, and I just realized this casting has excellent wheels on it, by the way. Really good wheels. We have only seen, if I remember correctly, the D10 wheels, which are the wheels that are on that GR86. I think we've only seen those wheels on this thing up to this date. And this uses this kind of rounded multi-spoke wheel. I think that is so good. Looks so good for this casting. This one has print all the way around, so I'm not really sure what the purpose of this model is. Maybe there's something fancy with it. It's a 68 on there. You can see where the brake is right there, where they do the side pass and then the front pass. But they line up pretty well. The opacity of the grille looks pretty good. It says Range Rover on the front. Details on the other side. The gold is really nice. Again, side passes to rear pass. Not exactly the best lined up, but at least we get all the print in there. It's pretty good. I'm not really sure why this one gets, all that fancy treatment, but it does look good. It does look real, real good. Brand spanking new for 2025 are Gordon Murray Automotive T33. So this is the second Gordon Murray that we have seen this year. So Hot Wheels is doing a full-on licensing with this guy. This one is by far way better, though. This model is just better looking. Design looks a little bit better to me. The other one's a little bit out there. Headlight print looks very, very good. There's quad stacked lights there. Of course, there's your Gordon Murray logo. It's really, really small. Uses the PR5s, which looks really, really good. The silver is fantastic. Really, really good details there. There is a pretty good amount of detail in the interior, although the window's pretty dark. But there is where the shining light is on this particular one. The prints are ultra crisp. You can read every bit of it. Gordon Murray Automotive. You can even read T33. Really, really liking this one. I really, really like this one. This is actually probably one of my favorite new castings of the year. I think Owls just did a really, really good job with that one. I'm going to put that one, even though he's in the corner, I'm putting him at the top. Put him at the tippy top. Another generic right here, the Slide Kick. Of course, we're going to see if this actually has a feature that actually does something. Nothing particularly fancy with this one. It is different side to side. Says slide kick. I don't know if this actually... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Whoop. Dropping it. So the beer section, look at that. Oh, look at that. It works. It actually has a actual moving feature inside there. Maybe I don't have this casting. Maybe I never had one of these. Looks like it's been around for a little bit. There's no date on the bottom here. But very interesting. It actually works. And it's an actual moving feature. It's not like, you know, a fake piece where you just flip the chin up or something. That's crazy. It actually works. It works ridiculously well. Huh. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. I wish was a Super Treasure Hunt so badly. Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. Really wish this was a Super. I really would have loved to crack this Super open for you guys. This is just the mainline version. The Super is in gold chrome, and it has the kind of the salt flat disc wheels on there. It's such a good looking Super, at least in pictures. I mean, I was really hoping to get one that I could see what it looks like in real person, but lickety split on the side. Does use the steely wheels, which is pretty nice. Details on the base. It's a really good casting. I just really wish it was the Super, because that would have been super. All right, Tesla Cyber Quad. I know you guys have been waiting for this one. It looks fantastic. Brand spanking new for 2025. I think these things are already going for like $20 a piece because people are ridiculous. Very cool. It's got offset wheels to it. That is intentional. That is not an error or anything like that. I mean, now that I'm holding this in hand, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The black section there is metal, and the rest of this is plastic, but it looks pretty good. I like the details on the front. I like the side profile. There's no other prints on it whatsoever except for the one single taillight bar. But that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I kind of forgot about that Tesla Cyber Squad. I forgot it was going to be in that case because I think it actually debuts in the C case, so it actually carried over a couple of cases. So long block, Hot Wheels art cars. This will be the third deco for this particular casting. Debuted last year as wood grain because, of course, that's the detail to the casting. Metal base and plastic body. Uses these wheels that kind of simulate that they're wood, but it's the ring 4-spoke, which is a really nice wheel. This is E, by the way, because it's Hot Wheels art cars. But wood paneling, grain, all that good stuff like that. It looks pretty good. I like that particular casting. I like a lot of generic castings. I just do. I just think they look good. Koenigsegg Jesko. This is the newest color in yellow. I think we're up to 8 colors for this casting now. All the same basic print, just different base color, which is perfectly fine. However, this one uses the PR5s, which is really, really nice. Really like the PR5s. I think the PR5s look good. Look really good. And then a little bit of print on the back. Says Koenigsegg with the ring around the exhaust done up. Just in yellow. The Tesla Model S Plaid. This one is a new casting last year. Again, third color. Technically, if you want to get technical, here's a little Easter egg. This casting is now in technically red, white, and blue. Although the red was not very red, but the blue was very, very blue. And here it is in white. Details in the front look really, really good. This casting is really nice. I like the fact that the spoiler is deployed in the back. I really like that they made the casting that way. Hot Wheels plaid. Taillights are a teensy bit off, but they're not bad, and all three of them have used that exact same wheel design for them. Mid-mill. Like I said, I just got the first editions of these 2010 first editions a couple weeks ago, I would say. So nice to see this casting still in use. There might be some modifications to this casting, but definitely been modified because you got a new copyright date on there of 2024. So They must have changed quite a bit on this particular casting. Uses the giant 5 spokes. This one definitely doesn't look as good as the original version of the casting. And it definitely needed some chrome or something with the engine, or maybe the exhaust or something like that. But the exhaust would make the whole base chrome. But it still looks exactly like the mid-mill. Still sticks, you know, its purpose, I guess. All right, Sushi Tuner. This one, Fast Foodie Series. Not exactly sure what sushi this is, to be neon orange, but it doesn't matter. This one was a new casting last year, debuted with red, which made sense. Red on the rice looked definitely like sushi. This one is just a little bit too bright. It's way more neon than it shows on the camera. Way more neon than it shows on the camera. But this one looks okay. It's a cool casting. It's of course metal body or metal base and plastic body. We'll just kind of set that guy right there. I kind of like that one. All right, the flippin' fastest, of course, is the fidget spinner. Like I said, we were going to talk about the fidget spinner. You would hold it right here, and of course you could flip it just like a fidget spinner would, even though this is kind of an old fad. There is the deco on this particular side. It's Hot Wheels number 8. Flip it over, still Hot Wheels number 8, just different. The one wing is down. It's a down angled wing, and then of course the up angled wing uses those giant 5 spokes again. So it's all right. It's all right. Again, I like generic weird stuff sometimes, and well, I guess I wouldn't say sometimes. All right, Ain't Fair. This is the newest deco for this guy. Good old graffiti all over the side of it. It says Ain't Fair on this side. It says Ain't Fair on this side. I do like this casting. Just a slammed bus. Most of it is plastic. The top little purple you see here is the only piece of metal. Everything else about this casting is plastic. A little bit of engine details in the back. Looks pretty decent. A bike there on the front. And then, of course, it says Hot Wheels Design Center right there in the front, which is where it's going. So that is really, really cool. Really like that casting. Digging it. Digging it. Oh, man. I was hoping to get this one at the end. Williams Racing for Track Aces. So this casting debuted with Red Bull. And then we're going to get a 5-pack. And then now we have this one. And there will be 1 or 2 more teams that'll be in the single pack for a total of 9 or 10 total teams being released this year, which is really, really, really cool. I really like this casting, but man, this color and this finish, absolutely fantastic. Looks so, so good. Little Duracell on there. Gulf on the front. Komatsu. A couple other brands in there. Looks pretty good. And of course your Williams W there on the front. This is really, really nice. And of course on the base we've talked about this. Just says Hot Wheels Formula 1 Collection. So they can put anybody they want on there. So we'll put him right there. Actually, you know what? We're going to put him in the front. Right there. Our Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. Like I said, I think I may have gotten 1 or 2 of these cars recently. Because some of these are from the C case. But I didn't think I've cracked any of them open. So we're just going to crack them open. There is the 9. One of my favorite castings that Hot Wheels has come out with. I really, really, really dig this one. This is one that I really hope we get in premium one day. And I think that we have a small possibility. Either that or maybe they can just bring back the actual Speed Champions. Or Speed Machines, I'm sorry. And actually release a Speed Machines line. 91 GMC Cyclone in purple. Just rolling through so many crazy Hot Wheels to cover. Cyclone on there. It's got the most ridiculous 90s vibe to it. I love it. Taillight prints look very, very good. This is GMC truck. Cyclone on there. Has a aqua kind of colored window, which just goes with the perfect flavor here. This purple is extremely close to the Kia EV. I'm sorry, the e-Cupra racer that they did. Very, very close to that color, and also they did a new Shark something car this year. But they're basically the same purples between them all, which is very, very interesting. But this looks good. It fits that 90s vibe absolutely to the T. Rural Roadster for Compact Kings. a former Super Treasure Hunt. No longer a Super Treasure Hunt, I think. But it looks... Actually, you know what? No, the Super Treasure Hunt was it's a different Roadster. It's not this one. So this one I don't think has ever been a Super. I'm thinking of a different Roadster. But this one looks good. It uses that same wheel that the Longbuck used. Hot Wheels graphics is FC on the side. A little bit of transparent detail in there. You see the engine down in there. It's a good casting. This casting's been around for 12 years. So, been rocking and rolling. And then, of course, the very last one in this whole huge, ridiculous, over-the-top haul. Ford Escort for Compact Kings. Get this one cracked out. There is the Escort. So, has it been modified since 2015? It was modified something in 2015. What they modified, I'm not sure. I think maybe the lights or something were maybe part of the window originally. That is potential. But it's a good casting. It's Hot Wheels graphics on the side. Some details in the back. I mean, if anything, this casting's probably just kind of been cleaned up and kind of cheapened up, I guess would be a better way to do it. I do have one of those, the original Escort laying around somewhere. Maybe I'll try to do a comparo at some point in time. But there you go. That is the ridiculous E-case. Cracking open pretty much every single car in the E-case, unless it was a duplicate. And just being way ahead on Hot Wheels now, which is always nice. So way ahead of retail anyway. So drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think about the Hot Wheels case unboxings. Don't do them very often here on the channel. But when we do, we just try to go through the whole process. But anyways, we're going to roll out. Don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Level M Diecast all the time. Peace!